Timothy Hollis over here with Thompson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I'm with my main man, Alex. He's behind the camera. We just wanted to come to you real quick and just give y'all a really nice comparison video of these great third row SUVs and what they bring to the market. That way, when you come to the market and you're ready to make a purchase, you're better informed to be able to make a wise decision. The two vehicles that we're comparing today are two titans in the industry. The all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee L, all new with the third row, and of course, the Kia Telluride. Kia Telluride came out with a bang, and a lot of people love them. Of course, the Jeep Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV of all times, and now we have the third row. So now we're ready to hit the ground running. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a couple of quick videos inside out, and we're gonna take a drive, and we're gonna go ahead and make this thing a little interesting. That way, you guys can make, again, a very well-informed decision. Stick with us. We got a lot of information.
Hey guys, this is Alex Johnson over at Thompson Motor Center. So Tim's behind the camera now. I'm on this side, but I'm sitting inside the Kia Telluride. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it, but we're gonna start under the hood first. That sounds cool. Now this particular vehicle, this Kia does have the 3.8 liter V6. It actually does have the 26 highway, 20 city with a combined 23 miles per gallon. This does have right at an almost 19-gallon tank in this. Now, if any of you guys plan on towing, let's say a small boat or a camper, this can tow up to 5,000 pounds in this configuration right here. Hey guys, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about this front end. Just to let you know, this does have a pretty big headlight right here, great for visibility. Now at the same time, this is a halogen versus LEDs, something which I'll show you on the Grand Cherokee L later. You can see the typical Kia front end that we're all used to, along with this being your adaptive cruise and your forward collision monitoring sensor right here. If we continue around the side, right over here, you'll be able to see the 18-inch alloy rims right here. And so I'll show you a little bit more about it on the inside. And now we're on the inside of the Kia. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it up for you. Just like that. Very simple, very easy. This is a very comfortable cockpit right here, where you're able to have great visibility, get all your information that you need right here inside your infotainment instrument cluster, along with your infotainment screen over here, where you have your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, your radio. You have it all very easy within reach to be able to touch and mess with. Down here, you do have your AC controls, all again, very easy and within reach, very understandable. Down here, of course, gear selector, just like that, along with your drive mode selector, along with your parking brake right here. Now, I'll talk a little bit about the steering wheel. Over here is where you have your cruise control set, just like that. This is your adaptive cruise, where you can actually adjust where you want your distance set, along with this being an actual page for your infotainment, for your instrument cluster. Over here, you have your Bluetooth answer, hang up, volume, channel selector, along with voice command, and then your mode button, which can be for your radio over here. Now, just to let you know, this is not an analog screen in the middle. That is a digital cluster right there inside the middle. Now I'm in the back seat. So back here is actually pretty roomy. I'm 5'11". I'm sitting directly behind myself, and I am comfortable. There is plenty of stuff for me to do back here. I mean, there is charging accessories right down here in the back of the seats, along with a actual 12-volt outlet way down here. But this is actually where your AC vents are. They're right up here. You're able to adjust your temperature this way, fan speed on this side. Now, this is where your actual vents are, right up here, and that's second and third row all the way back there too. Now, just give me a second. I'll show you the third row and how to get in it. Now, this is how you get into the third row. There's a button right here. You just push that. It'll slide forward, At that point, you get in just like that. Even with it back, I actually have room. Like, let me go ahead and show you real quick. Let's see, I actually fit, and I'm 5'11", by the way, so there you go, Tim. Luckily, it's actually pretty easy to get in and out. And now I'm going to show you the trunk space. So just press up on the button, push it up yourself, and there's actually ample amount of room back here. You do have some underfloor storage, along with you do have a spare tire right underneath the vehicle as well. If you need to get the third row down, pull the strap, and then right over here, you push those and it'll lower the second row as well for you. And then close it up. Hey guys, so we are riding inside the Kia Telluride now. Just want to tell you about how it basically drives and handles, acceleration, braking, just so you know your basic stuff, which a lot of people need to know. Braking, it's very comfortable. If you need to slam on it, you can. It'll do it, no problem. But it's smooth, responsive steering wheel. Turns as it needs to, but it does have a decent amount of acceleration. I mean, it will get up and go. That was to the speed limit, but honestly, like, it's comfortable. Not a whole lot of engine noise until I actually did press on it pretty hard. I mean, this is a kind of noisy road, and it's comfortable. Now, comfort-wise, seats, driving position, it's great. A lot of visibility. It does have your blind spot monitoring with your sensors right outside your mirrors and everything. But yeah, it is honestly a great daily driver. It's a comfortable vehicle right here.
All right, I'm back on this side now. Alice is back behind the camera where he's a little bit more comfortable. All right, hey guys, in the all-new Grand Cherokee L, let's start underneath the hood. A lot of great features, but let's get started right up front. Now, in your Jeep Grand Cherokee L, we have a very familiar powertrain that a lot of your Jeep owners are gonna be used to. What you see right here is the 3.6 Pentastar V6 paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, in this particular setup, your fuel economy is actually very similar to that of the Kia Telluride. Your highway is the exact same at 26 miles per gallon. Your city is 1 mile per gallon lower at 19 miles per gallon, and your combined is at 22 instead of 23. But very similar in that fuel economy. Now, with that being said, our V6 does tow up to 6,200 pounds for those of you that need to tow. And last but not least, we do have an available 5.7 legendary Hemi that will tow up to 7,200 pounds. So for those of you that have that little bit bigger boat, that little bit bigger camper, hopefully I'll get there one day. I know y'all enjoying it, but you'll be able to tow up to 7,200 pounds with the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Let's show the front of these design cues. All right, guys, in the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and guys, this thing has came out with a bang. First thing first, let's get this thing started. It's summer here in Georgia, and it's hot. All right, push button start. As you can see, as it comes up here, everything is very nice and elegant. You have the new 10-inch waterfall screen equipped with the Uconnect 5. All your controls are very easy to touch. All new rotator shifter for your 8-speed automatic transmission that a lot of our customers are familiar with from our Ram 1500s. All right, along the top you have your buttons for all your safety features, including the start-stop technology, your lane departure, your traction control, your sensors, sport mode, and of course your hazard lights up top. Here in the front, very nice, elegant design on the Jeep steering wheel. But let's go ahead and dig into this thing a little bit more. Here on the steering wheel, on the right hand side, you have your controls for your adaptive cruise control, your standard cruise control. Now on your higher trim levels, you actually do not have standard cruise control available. Instead, it has a driver assist, where it is a level 2 autonomous driving. On the left hand side are your controls for your instrument cluster in front of you, as well as your control for your Bluetooth for answering your phone and hanging up your phone. Then these control the screen up front. Now, as you can see here, as I click through, your driver cluster is a fully digital 10-inch display. All right, very modern, very updated, very edgy. I really like the new look and the upgraded lights on that thing. All right, so here in the back, here's the great first thing that I love about it, especially being here in Georgia, is where the air placement is. Here in the back, your controls are located right on the center stack in front of us with a auto mode. Your 2 center seats here are heated, as well as the air vents. The air vents are one of the most important things for the Grand Cherokee L, and I'm gonna show you why. Here on the Grand Cherokee L, your air vents are actually located right there, right on the B column. On the B column, that allows for the air to come straight forward. Now that gives a lot more air circulation, and you can actually feel it and cool off your cabin and cool yourself, especially here in the South. All right, now here's the other thing. Of course, as in both vehicles, you have the locking front and the locking rear AC. That way your kids are not playing around with it. I'm extremely comfortable. You also have the armrest here to fold down. This particular Grand Cherokee that we are in is equipped with the 6-passenger seating, where we do seat up to 7. The Kia Telluride seats up to 8. All right, now let's get in this third row. Of course, you can just run straight through the middle, but let's show you exactly how you're supposed to do it. All right, guys, here's how you get into the third row. Pull the handle right here on the seat. It pops. As you notice right here, there's a little red indicator. Once that pops up, that lets you know that the seat has dislodged. And it's very similar to our Chrysler Pacifica, the seat tilts forward. Now, once that seat tilts forward, it's as simple as just stepping straight through. And again, now this is not down. Once that red indicator is down, it is secure back into its spot, and I am sitting back here as comfortable as can be. And just like in the second row, your AC vents here in the third row are on the pillar here to the left and to the right, giving the maximum AC for your riders. So hey guys, a lot of great things here in the back. In both areas, you have your USB chargers for your kids' phones, for their tablets, to keep everyone connected. And then last but not least, here in the Grand Cherokee L, right above, you have the fam cam. The fam cam allows for you, the parent, to see everything that is going on that beautiful front 10-inch screen without having to turn around and look, being able to keep your eyes forward. So guys, I'm very comfortable. I'm gonna actually, however, let Alex get back here because I'm short. I'm 5'7", so I can fit almost anywhere. All right, so we're gonna let Alex hop back here so you can see exactly how much room there really is in comparison to the Kia Telluride. So let's go ahead and let's swap out.
And I actually got a lot of room. This seat can easily go back more. Like, I'll go ahead and show you. Me being back here, seat isn't even close. There we go. And that's a good amount of room. And I'm fitting back here no problem whatsoever. But I'll give it back to Tim.
All right, guys, we are inside of the Grand Cherokee L doing a drive. Both vehicles have similar horsepower, so we're gonna really see which one uses all of it. All right, so far I love the braking of the Grand Cherokee. Very responsive. If you need to hit the brakes quickly or in a hurry, it will stop you pretty much on a dime. It is very responsive. Not much shifting in the seats. It handles the corners all right. Accelerates very nice. Other than engine noise, sounds good. Very quiet. The road that we're driving on actually is a very noisy road, but comparably sounds great. Sounds amazing. Very smooth. And we're gonna give it a little bit more. A little bit of a delay right there. Not sure what that's about. No turbo on this vehicle. Pretty sure that has something to do with the 8-speed. 8-speed transmissions generally have to drop down to 6 before they get that extra go. And that's going to be in both vehicles. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Alright guys, thank you one more time for spending some time with us this evening. Guys, there's a lot more information on both of these vehicles that we didn't go over with because of time. If you got any questions about the Kia Telluride, of course, we are Jeep salespeople here. So if you got any questions, I advise you to go over to your closest Kia dealership where they can answer all of your questions. Or you can stop by here if you got any questions about the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee L. We're at Thompson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Thompson, Georgia. Or you can just reach out to us directly at 706-597-0062. Ask for either Alex Johnson or Timothy Hollis. Make sure you say Timothy Hollis. We have about 2 or 3 Tims here at this location. So please ask for Timothy Hollis or Alex Johnson. We'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Have a great day. We appreciate y'all so much. Hope y'all enjoyed. There's a lot more things to come. All right, guys. So we just got done driving both vehicles. We've walked around both of them. Let's see. Engine, I'll say they're equal. What about you?
Pretty equal, to be honest.
3.6, 3.8. The 3.8 in the Kia has 291 horsepower. The Jeep is 290. I mean, now, of course, if we had the V8, but V6 to V6 is a comparison here. Comfort. What about you?
I have to say front row in the Grand Cherokee L, extremely comfortable. Second row in both vehicles, this and the Telluride, are pretty close. But the third row, I gotta say, the Telluride has the most comfortable seats. Now, room-wise, in my opinion, this has a beat all day. But if you're going on a long drive, you're gonna have it completely full. If you're worried about your third row, I would definitely say Telluride on that one.
Okay, now I didn't sit in the third row to Telluride. Obviously, in the front, I would say comfort-wise, cockpit-wise, Jeep, easily. Second row, I would also have to say Jeep, personally. I like the way those seats fit a little bit more. And again, I didn't sit in the third row of the Telluride, so I can't really give a comparison there. I will say, being that we're in Georgia, I gotta say the Grand Cherokee has the better AC.
Oh yes, it does. A whole lot better.
It feels, where the placement of the vents is just better. It just feels better, more comfortable on the inside. So features, we didn't show this part in the video, but we did look at them in both of them. And with the features, guys, you guys can easily, again, go to KiaUSA.com or go to your closest dealership, or come see us about the Grand Cherokee, or go to your closest Jeep dealer. But features, hands down,
Grand Cherokee L.
The Grand Cherokee L. From the fully digital driver display, the bigger 10-inch screen, the technology is amazing. The wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the look, the feel, the elegancy in it. You can tell that Jeep is turning into that premium brand.
They are.
And that Grand Wagoneer is going to be even crazier. But you can tell with the Grand Cherokee L, they're pushing towards that Denali, Escalade, Lincoln Navigator, Aviator market. That's where we're headed. And it's exciting to see, especially as Jeep salespeople. What about ride for you?
Ride for me? I would actually have to say the Grand Cherokee L for the most part. Now, road noise, like on that road, is a little noisy. The Telluride was able to dampen that sound just a little bit, but it's also based on trim levels. If we had something to really compare it with, like let's say Summit Reserve or something like that, oh yeah, like there's no comparison there. But with the two vehicles that we had, just road noise wise, Telluride, but everything else, the actual suspension, how comfortable it was to be inside the vehicle, how it handled the acceleration and braking, Grand Cherokee L hands down.
Speaking of braking, guys, in that video I was talking about the braking, about it stopping on a dime. Guys, I wasn't even slamming on the brakes, I was easing on the brakes, and it almost stopped me from 45 to 0 like that. And I'm like, oh, let me ease off a little. I had to ease off the brakes 3 times. I probably was checking his head in the back of the seat, going around that curve. Like, I had to check it a couple times. But ride, I would say also the Grand Cherokee L. The Grand Cherokee L has the longer wheelbase. Generally, vehicles that have a slightly longer wheelbase ride a little bit smoother, especially vehicle comparison sakes. You know, most SUVs that are longer have a smoother ride than vehicles that are a little shorter. So yeah, ride, I would have to say Grand Cherokee L as well. Warranty, Kia hands down has the warranty. I mean, there's no better new car warranty than Kia, unfortunately. I remember the day he does it because he wasn't selling for Chrysler. I remember the day when we had a 5-year 100,000-mile warranty on the engine, transmission, drivetrain, and that quickly went away. Well, not quickly, but it went away in 2016. Let's see.
So what is Kia's warranty then right now?
Kia is a 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and a 5-year 60 bumper to bumper, where our bumper to bumper is a 3-year 36. Now here's the big key for all you guys looking at this video. That 10-year 100,000-mile warranty does not transfer to the second owner. It is only for the first owner. After the second owner, the only thing you get is that 5-year 60, and that covers your engine, transmission, drivetrain, and bumper to bumper. So I do want to make sure that everyone knows that as well, because a lot of people have the assumption that their Kia, if you're the second owner, is covered up to 100,000 miles, and it is not, unless it's a certified pre-owned vehicle. All right. Anything else you can think of comparison wise?
Not comparison between the two vehels that we have.
I can think. We was talking about comfort. Now again, these trim levels are pretty comparable between the two. We have power seats.
Both sides.
On both sides in the Grand Cherokee L on these trim levels. Whereas there on the Kia Telluride, it's a manual seat on both sides. So the comfort of that, plus we have the lumbar support on both sides in these. Of course, we have the available massaging seats, the available extension, what is it, 12-way power seat, or 18-way. It's some crazy way. I didn't even know a seat could move this many ways. I thought it was up, down, back, forth. Tilt the back a little bit. You know, that was about it. But anyway, you got a bunch of different ways. But yeah, I would say, yeah. But overall comparison, say, what would you say?
I say Grand Cherokee L.
Okay. Again, guys, we are Jeep salespeople. We're in our product a lot more than we are the other. We are trained to know our product a lot better than the other. I have to say, probably depending on need. I personally like the Grand Cherokee L better. However, if it's a price comparison,
that's a good point.
Then the Kia Telluride wins that comparison. The two vehicles that we showed in the video, the Grand Cherokee L that we're currently still sitting in, is a 2-wheel drive V6 Limited, which the Limited is not our top trim level. Now, of course, it's standard with adaptive cruise control, lane departure, same things that Telluride is standard with. Ours start at about 47, and the one we're sitting in right now is 51. All right, the Kia Telluride, now I'm not sure what that MSRP was brand new, but they start around 37, 38 grand on the lower end levels. So it's, guys, it really comes down to what you prefer, what you like. Of course, the Jeep Grand Cherokee has been on top of the market for a long time, and will continue to be, because it's the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Yes, but hey guys, hope y'all enjoyed it. Stay around. We got a lot more coming y'all way. Have a good one.